So hey besties, let's get to cooking, y'all. So we are making some turkey wings, and turkey wings is one of my favorite
Now, I already
proteins to
know
cook.
about the big,
So
great
we're gonna
debate
go
when
ahead
it
and get
comes.
right into it. So I got me some turkey wings from my local supermarket, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning it off. Anytime I cook any kind of protein at home, I always make sure that I give it a good clean before I season it. Make sure I'm removing any parts of the turkey that I don't want, any parts that doesn't look good, that may seem a little old, or when it's packaged up, you really don't get a good look at everything. So we're gonna make sure that we get rid of all of that. I'm just gonna put it in a pot because they are kind of big, with some cool water, and then I'm going to put some vinegar in there. You can use vinegar, lime, lemon, whatever you have in your house. And if you don't like to clean your protein, then you just go ahead and skip this part. So now that we got our turkey wings nice and clean, we're going to go ahead and start seasoning it. First, I went in with some of that grapeseed oil because I want to make sure all my seasoning is sticking to my turkey, because we're going to pop it right in the oven after this. We're not going to have time to marinate it. We got to get dinner done, and it is getting late, y'all. After that, I'm going to go in with a little bit of light soy, low sodium, and then we're going to add some of that orange pepper seasoning. I love the way that orange and citrus goes with any kind of protein, so I always make sure I add that in there. Add some paprika because we grown, y'all, and add some more because it adds a nice smokiness to it. Now, for those of you who do not know, I do have my own seasoning line. It is called the Pretty Girls That Know Flavor. We have a Cajun hot blend, and we also have a all-purpose blend, which is not hot at all. So I'm going to leave the link to my website in the comment section below, and you guys can go ahead and check it out. We do have a bundle available as well, and this is me now going in with that all-purpose seasoning from the Pretty Girls No Flavor line. So after I get all my seasonings in my pot, I'm going to go ahead and give it a nice good mix and get everything combined together. And I want to make sure that it's seasoned real good, so I'm going to add in a little bit of extra seasoning. And you don't have to worry, it's definitely not going to be salty because that season does not have a lot of salt in it. Also, I went on ahead and added in some herbs. We have some rosemary, some thyme, and we also have some sage. It's called a roasting blend when I got it at the supermarket. We're also going in with some garlic and onions because I love onions. I love the sweetness onions adds after it has already cooked and those flavors have been released. I absolutely love onions, so I'm going to put extra onions in there. I think I'm the only one in my family that loves extra onions. And then we're also going to have some peppers in there because I had some peppers in my freezer that I previously had cut up, and I like to put them in the freezer so that they last a lot longer and I don't have to keep prepping peppers for whatever dish I'm going to make for that night. So now we're going to go ahead and get that all seasoned, and don't worry about if something fall out on the side. It's okay, it's going to happen. You see my onions just jumped out of the pot. We're going to go ahead and get that marinated together. After I got everything good and seasoned, I did remove some of them because I'm going to add me some jerk seasoning, and my kids are not on a spicy level like me, so I went on ahead and baked theirs just as was, and then I'm going to go ahead and add that jerk seasoning. Now, one of my favorite jerk seasonings that I will buy in the supermarket that is not homemade is Walker's Wood. So I went on ahead and got that Walker's Wood, and I started putting that jerk seasoning on there, and I put it extra jerk seasoning because I wanted to make sure it was real good and spicy. So we're going to go ahead and get out a good mix. Now, I thought that was enough because I was in there scraping the jar because I was down to my last little bit. But once I got that good and mixed up, I started to realize that was not enough jerk seasoning. My turkey wings ain't look nowhere near like they had any jerk sauce on them. So I had to go ahead and go in the cabinet and get the other jar and open it. And when I opened it and just turned it over, it was all coming out. I was like, okay, so now we good and ready to go because I started smelling the aroma in my kitchen as I was cooking. My oven is already preheating, so it's getting good and ready to go. So after that, we're going to go ahead and get that seasoning mixed in there real good. And then we're going to start putting it in our pan so that it can go in the oven, y'all. And I was so excited for this because I haven't had jerk turkey wings in a very long time. I haven't made it. So I was super excited to go ahead and do this dish. So now what I like to do when I am cooking any protein and I'm putting it in my pan, I like to put all of my veggies on the bottom of the pan to kind of make like a bed or a layer that your actual protein is going to lay on, and then it keeps it from getting dried out as well, because all of the natural juices that your protein is going to release is going to help keep these veggies moist, so that when it's done, you can just scoop some gravy, scoop your veggies, put it on top of your rice, your mashed potatoes, whatever starch you're going to do with this dish, or you can just put it right on top of your protein for extra flavor. That's why I like to do it like that. And I like things to look nice when I'm cooking it. I believe that people eat with their eyes. So if you see something and it does not look like it's going to taste good, most likely you are not going to want to taste it at all. So I like to make sure everything has a place, everything has a spot, everything looks delicious. So now I got everything in my pan. I got my veggies underneath my turkey wings. My turkey wings are on top. We're going to go ahead and get whatever little bit of seasoning sauce that is left over in the pot, throw that on top. We're going to put a lid, or you're going to put foil on top of your baking pan or your aluminum pan, whatever you are using, and then you're going to put it in the oven. After you put it in the oven and your turkey wings are done, you can take the lid off, and then you can let it get good and brown and crispy on the top, if that's how you like your turkey wings. If you don't like your turkey wings brown and crispy on the top, then you go ahead and take them out when they are done. And this is how my turkey wings was looking after they was done. They was smelling good, and I was excited. And you know what? It was time for a taste test, y'all. So let's go ahead and get right into it and see if these turkey wings is giving what they need to give, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and get us a bite. Went over there and grabbed me some gloves, because it's just a habit now. I'm just so used to doing it that I cook with gloves all the time. And we're going to go ahead and open this turkey wing up, and y'all can see that it is still moist. It is still juicy on the inside. Look how juicy that is. Y'all can look how juicy that is. Like, that turkey wings is a 10 out of 10. So let's go ahead and fix these plates, y'all. So we got us some rice and peas that we had made. We're gonna go ahead and put them rice and peas on the plate, and I'm gonna give my husband 2 scoops, because he's a big guy and he got a big appetite. He like to eat, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him 2 scoops of rice on there. And no, I ain't made no vegetables. Not today. We just gonna have turkey wings and rice because I'm tired. And yes, I'm using a paper plate because I don't feel like doing no dishes later. We're gonna put them turkey wings right on top. We're gonna give him another turkey wing because, like I said, he's a big guy and he like to eat. And then after that, I'm gonna put a little bit of that juice on top, that jerk turkey wing juice. And when I tell you it's time to call the man and them kids to come eat, because dinner is served. Dinner is a 10 out of 10, y'all. So y'all go ahead and make sure y'all try this. And I wanted to add a little razzle dazzle on there and add me some barbecue sauce on top. Make sure y'all give me a subscribe, a like, even a comment or share if you are enjoying any of my videos. And make sure you stay tuned for the next one.